Welcome everybody to my first YouTube video about being yourself. Being yourself would have been bad, but being yourself, I mean, have you ever been told to be yourself around friends or family? They tell you to be yourself. Have you ever wanted to try to talk to somebody and you didn't know how, and so you asked for advice and they tell you, well, be yourself, and you're like, really? Really? Well, where's the rest of the instructions, dumbass? I mean, being yourself maybe seems so simple, and when people tell you to be yourself, are you just like, be myself of what others want me to be myself of what I want to be, or be myself of what I'm now to be, or being myself of what I am being, if that makes any sense to you? I mean, do you understand? I mean, in middle school, I didn't have any friends, and I was very socially awkward. That's what other people told me. And so I would have these strange epiphanies at night, thinking that it was the way I talked, the way I looked at things, the way I smiled, or I didn't laugh or smile or apologize more. So the next day I would come up with a bunch of Jolly Ranchers and hand them out to random kids, thinking that they'll like me more. I would try to smile, laugh, and apologize for random reasons when I wasn't even so sorry. I mean, I was being fake, but wasn't being faked, being myself because others wanted me to be that way. I didn't understand. And what about all those times I lied, I stole, I had anger and depression, I wanted to scream and yell, and I basically did every sin except adultery and kill somebody. I mean, I was being myself. I wasn't just being the self that I or others wanted to be. I mean, we all have those things in life. I mean, we all say that we want to be something we're not. For example, somebody might say, oh, I'm athletic, and that's being myself, but in reality, they're just a couch potato who eats chips and watch television every night. I mean, saying that isn't really being yourself. We just all have this deceived idea about what being ourself really means. I mean, sometimes I wonder what I do that makes me myself. Sometimes I wonder why I forget that I already washed my hair when I'm in the shower, or why I wear my jacket inside out and I forget to put it inside out again, or why I always forget to put my phone to charge and the next day I'm complaining why I have 5% battery. I mean, isn't those things, those little flaws, make us who we are in being ourselves? I mean, we just try to have these conceived ideas of being ourselves. And we're not just always ourselves at all times. We have to improve oneself to go on later out in life. I mean, we might say, oh, well, I want to be rich and famous, and that will be myself. But if you just don't do anything about it, that's not really being yourself. I mean, I asked my friends and family about it, and I asked them, well, what do you think being yourself won? And my friend told me this anonymous quote saying that anybody can be themselves. You can be yourself. Just make yourself a good self. That's all I have to say about being yourself. And that's all.